Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shemi Shai. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles of the great millstone who rule well, and I also like to give honors to the Akim that's out here pushing his truth and sincerity to the four corners. I just want to say Shalom, y'all. I'm coming out here, man. I want to address some stuff. You know, man, these brothers, man, they got stuff messed up, man. These brothers that did a diss tape. Carnal as hell, it's supposed to be in the truth. They done did a diss tape, a diss rap song on the brothers, because they hate camps, and it makes so bad the guys that did it isn't camp. So they hate camps. So they done did a diss song against Great Millstone, Sakari, ISUPK, and I probably maybe HOI or something. But either way it go, in the diss song, they was rapping talking about killing the brothers, catching them on the corners, and killing the brothers. How is you gonna come out and call yourself an Israelite? You're supposed to be in the truth, but you're talking about killing people. You're talking about catching us on the highways and the hedges while we out here doing the work and killing brothers. These brothers is carnal. They carnal. They straight up carnal. I'm gonna get into the scriptures though. It tripped me out, man. I put the video on my Facebook page about what they did and everything. The whole song is on there. So, as far as killing your brother, I'm gonna go to, this is 1 Timothy 5:1. It says, rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father, and the younger men as brethren, the elder women as mothers, the younger as sisters with all purity. So, the scripture says to honor thy mother and thy father, right? Where your elders meaning older people, and elders meaning also our leaders, So these are the people that you got to honor. These are the guys that they threaten, They threaten the elders, And I'm gonna go to, this is 1 Timothy 5:17. And it says, let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. So whenever you hear somebody from Great Millstone get up there, you always give double honors to the apostles, our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, because, they do rule well. And that's what the scriptures say, let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. For the scripture says, thou shalt not muzzle the ox that treadeth out the corn, and the laborer is worthy of his reward. So these are elders, and they out here doing the work still. They out here teaching guys, but they still out here doing the work. So you can't muzzle, you can't try to cut off the scriptures from them. They out here doing the work of the Most High. So you can't try to stop that, And then it says, and the laborer is worthy of his reward. Against an elder receive not an accusation, but before 2 or 3 witnesses. Them that sin rebuke before all, that others also may fear. So these wicked ass brothers, they can't open their mouth about anything to an elder, unless, they got 2 or 3 brothers that's witnesses, present. And anybody who does it is rebuked, They rebuke because it's a sin to accuse an elder, except in this manner, where you got enough witnesses, But let's see what and when we're talking about neighbor, let's see what the word neighbor, means, because a lot of people think that means the person that lives next door to you, which it do kind of mean that, but it also means your brother, So we're gonna look it up in the Strong's. The word neighbor means it's a strong 7453, and it's pronounced raya, and it means brother, companion, fellow, friend, husband, lover, neighbor, another. So this is what it means. So it does mean brother. And knowing that it means brother, it doesn't mean, a person of another nation or anything like that. It means brother. So I'm gonna give you an example of a neighbor or a brother, and this is scripture. This is Jeremiah 31:34. And it says, and they shall teach no more, every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Now, just to let you know, these terms is only referring to our people, our brothers, our neighbors. You know, this is Amos 3 and 2. And it says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. So he only dealt with our people. Now, if you refer back to Jeremiah 31:34, he says, no more teaching every man his neighbor, saying, know the Lord. He said, for I will forgive their iniquity and remember their sin no more. So sin is breaking of the laws, you know. And who did he give the laws to? He gave the laws to the Israelites. You know, so now that it's understood of who your neighbor and who your brother is, we can continue to show the hatred that our people got for our own people, you know, and the consequences, because it's consequences behind it. And this is Matthew 26 and 52. And it said, then said Yahushua unto him, put up again thy sword into his place. For all they that take the sword, Salaki, it said, for all of them that take the sword, perish with the sword. So this is the consequence of killing your own people. You know, and this is how you know the spirit that these brothers was in when they made this song, you know. And it says, thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels. So the Messiah was like, you know, he said if he wanted to kill these wicked people who he knew was going to kill him, he could have easily got 12 legions of angels to come and destroy them, you know. But now, and then it said, but how then shall the scriptures be fulfilled, that thus it may be? So he said, you know, if he did that, then how could prophecy be fulfilled, you know? And how could prophecy wouldn't have been fulfilled if he did that. It wouldn't have been no resurrection, no death and resurrection, you know, and him be able to be the lamb, you know, for our sins, you know. This is Judges 8 and 18. And then it says, then said he unto Zabah and Zamunah, what manner of men were they whom you slew at Tabor? And they answered, as thou art, so were they. Each one resembled the children of a king. So basically, he killed men who were his own people. You know, our own people, our own flesh and blood, people that look like me and you. He killed his own people. Okay? This is Judges 9 and 18. And it said, and ye are risen up against my father's house this day, and have slain his sons, 70 persons, upon one stone, and have made Abimelech, the son of his maidservant, king over the men of Shechem. But he is your younger brother. So he slew a whole bunch of Israelites and took his son by his maidservant and made him the king. So, and then this is Judges 9 and 56. It said, thus Yahweh rendered the wickedness of Abimelech, which he did unto his father, and slaying his 70 brethren. So the Most High brought judgment on him for that, you know. And Abimelech for killing his brethren. You know, he killed his own brethren, you know. And in your heart, in the scriptures say, you know, even if you don't perform a certain act, if you think it in your heart, so shall it be done. So it's just like they did kill our apostles and our elders and our leaders because they thought to do it in their heart, and they looked to do it. And then it says, and thy handmaid had 2 sons, and they 2 strolled together in the field, and there were none to part them, but the one smote the other and slew him. So we kill one another, and we've been doing this for a long time, since the biblical days. Our people against each other, divided. You know, look at the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom. They've been against each other for the longest, and to this day, you still see Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom brothers battling. You know, this is Exodus 32 and 26, and then it says, then Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, who is on the Lord's side? Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him. And he said unto them, thus said Yahweh thy power of Israel, put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses. And there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men. For Moses had said, consecrate yourselves today to the Lord, even every man upon his son and upon his brother, that he may bestow upon you a blessing this day. So even though Moses told them to do it, it was still a sin. It was still a sin that they did this, you know. And the Most High allowed it because the men who did it that they slew were in sin. They were in direct sin, so they was worthy of death, you know. And the only person that get to decide that is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We don't get to say who dies and who lives. We don't have the power like that, you know. And this is how you know any camp that go against his brothers, man, especially in this day and time, is wicked, you know. Now this is Mark 13 and 12. And it says, now, the brother shall betray the brother to death, and the father the son, and children shall rise up against their parents, and shall cause them to be put to death. And this is what he's saying, and this is what we're saying, but law is over your feelings. You know, people do things out of their feelings, you know, and they feel a certain way. And they tend to neglect the law and the stuff that they're supposed to be doing. So these guys were in their feelings because they felt some type of way about these camps. But let me tell you something. I don't care what I feel about either one of the camps or any one of the brethren, what doctrine they preaching, they still your brother. You know, the Most High said vengeance is his. We're not to take vengeance upon ourselves. You know, we're not to decide who lives and dies. We don't have that power. We're not the Most High. You know? And these brothers did that. They made a diss song threatening to kill the apostles of Great Millstone and the brothers of Great Millstone, the brothers of Sakari, the brothers of ISUPK, and I think the brothers of HOI, you know. And how could you, if you say you're an Israelite and you're in this truth, how could you put those words in your mouth to have such hatred for your brothers who out here laboring in truth, doing the work, standing out on the highways and hedges like the Messiah said to do, like the Most High said to do? You know, these brothers out here putting in the work. They're waking up the elect. But you want to kill that. You want to shut that down. You want to cut that off. You know? And that's wickedness. And these brothers, I think they call the United Nations of Yisrael. Come on, man, just that name alone it tells you that they off. What is a Yisrael? What language is that? Anybody that got Yisrael in their name need to re-examine that. That's not Hebrew. If you're going to choose a Hebrew name, choose a Hebrew name. Look, in English, we call Israel. In Hebrew, we'll call Yasha Allah. Yisrael, I don't know what that is. That's got to be some type of Yiddish. Okay? So these brothers are through. They off anyway. You know? They're off anyway. So basically what I'm telling you, man, is that, man, you got this is the day and time. We're in the end times, man. This is when everybody gonna fall out of the truth that's gonna fall out. You know? We're gonna have, like the scripture says, brother gonna rise up against brother, father against son, mother against daughter. You know? It's going down now. You see this every day now. I mean, the love of many has already waxed cold. We don't give a damn about each other. You know? And we'll get up here and try to make ourselves look good. You know, when the Most High, all he said to do was go out there and teach. Go out there and wake up the elect. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. You know? But, you know, these guys not getting it, man. Like I told the sister yesterday I talked to, man, I don't care what camp you in. As long as you getting that truth and you follow the law, statutes, commandments, man, all praises. All praises. I'm not gangbanging. Yeah, I'm a member of Great Millstone because they brought me in the truth. And the truth was there. You know? But, I mean, it's a lot of people that follow us that's not a part of the camp, you know? And you don't have to be a part. It's not about that, man. It's about doing the work, man. It's about waking our people up, getting our elect together. It ain't about what camp you in or what camp you from. You know? Get the truth. That's all it's about. Because at the end of the day, anything else is self-righteous, vainglory to be seen of men. And the Most High ain't dealing with that. So with that, man, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and I also like to give double honors to the Akim. That's how we're pushing this truth and sincerity to the four corners. So say shalom.